What's up, bro? Let me nerd out here for a second. The dictionary definition of status is the social or professional position of somebody in relation to others. Notice what that implies. Status isn't something that you declare. You don't get status by saying you have status, right? Doesn't work like that. It's not something you really feel or decide for yourself. It's something that is decided by others, by the people around you. For example, the average height in the Netherlands is like 6'1" for men. And the average height in Guatemala is 5'5", also for men. That's a massive fucking difference. So, although the average Dutch guy has average status in the Netherlands, and the average Guatemalan guy has average status in Guatemala, if, for example, a Dutch guy, an average Dutch guy of 6'1", went to Guatemala where the average guy's 5'5", he would be a lot taller and he would most likely have more status. Now, this is only one example. You don't just get status because of your height or your looks or anything like that. But the main point is that status is relative. So, if you're surrounded by celebrities, if you live in LA, for example, where there are like a fuck ton of celebrities, they're just everywhere. Around every street corner, there's just a random fucking Hollywood star. If you go there, or if you live there, it's going to be a lot harder to acquire higher status because those people, because you're surrounded by people who are like, they've got crazy levels of status and just social recognition. Maybe in some weird way it'll be easier to get status there because you can have so many more connections, but at least some average guy from another part of the world going there, even from another part of the US going to LA, they would probably have less status. Now, let's give another example. Let's say you live in a small town in the middle of nowhere in fucking Finland. The town's population is around 100, and you've lived there since you're little. If you did something that was, I don't know, if you did some cool shit, right? If you started a YouTube channel and got like 10 million subs, you'd have a lot of status online, but it probably wouldn't really apply to the little village in the middle of nowhere in Finland because those people probably don't watch your videos. But if you're like, I don't know, the best tractor driver, like the best fucking hay baler in Finland, then that whole little village is gonna know about it. Maybe you're like a pro sauna builder or something. Just some like Finnish shit, you know? So, yeah, status is very relative, and you can't acquire status everywhere in the same way. You've really got to adapt it to where you are and what you're trying to achieve. Now, I'll give one final example, and this one's kind of different. Let's say you're doing esports. You want to get really good at esports, but you're, I don't know, you live in fucking Whistler. Now, if you don't know what Whistler is, Whistler, Canada, it's a ski resort and mountain bike park. So there probably aren't really many people who do esports there, because it's just mostly skiers and mountain bikers and those sorts of people. So if you fucking level up and be like a pro esports player, then even if you're surrounded by people who are worse than you at esports, you won't really get that recognition. It's the same as the guy in the fucking Finnish village. Because nobody really cares about that, you won't really have much status. So status is something that's decided by others for you to have, I guess. It's like if you're in school and... Fuck, I've given enough examples, bro. You understand that now. So, if you want to get more status, you can click the link in the description and join my community. Because we've got some cool shit in there, man. We do weekly group calls, and there's a course on the way, and it's all free, by the way. You don't have to pay a dime. So, yeah. Take the opportunity, bro. Have a good day.